Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Marcus Hoden, and you're in for another evening of Who Wants to Be a Football Millionaire. Today, we have a very interesting, maybe not so promising contestant, but interesting nonetheless. Let's give it up for Sashko from Valen the Frog. Hello, Sashko. Good to see you today. How are you?
Pumped up for today's quiz.
Okay, tell our lovely viewers what sort of things you do. You're a YouTuber, right?
I'm a YouTuber, a footballer, a scientist. I'm everything you need, and I have all the needed skill set to win this competition.
So you are, what's the most important today, ready to win that $1 million, are you?
Just $1 million? Damn!
Whoa.
I thought it was a bit more.
Who wants to be a millionaire? Let's get right into it though. You have to answer 10 questions today. Each of them will push you towards a sum. If you get anything wrong, you'll be leaving out of here with no money in your pocket. We do not have the funds like them other shows where they like you stick with something. You know, it doesn't matter. But if you answer all 10 questions, you're leaving the studio today with $1 million in your pocket. And I mean, like, I will pile it up. Like, you, if you don't have the pockets to carry it, I don't care.
I'll make 2 trips.
2 trips, that's okay. But let's get right into it. Are you ready for your first question today, Sashko?
Yes, I am.
Okay, let's consult the computer and load up your first question. I'm expecting some very difficult things. We've had people leaving crying out of here. So, question number 1 for the grand sum of $1 is, which of the following It's a very serious game. I would like to take it a little bit more serious.
I apologize to the audience.
So, for the grand sum of one that's why you don't work with Is it right? As I said, for the grand sum of $1, which of the following teams is a real football club in the English footballing ladder? Would that be East Salami, West Ham, North Prosciutto, or South Sausage?
Which of these clubs is a real club?
Which one of these teams is a real club, yes?
I'm going to go with answer B, West Ham.
West Ham, do you like Ham?
No,
So why don't you go for the one you like?
I don't like any of them.
Oh. So what's telling you? Are you sure about that answer? You do have, let me tell you, and the guests as well who haven't watched any of the shows before, you do have 3 lifelines today. You do have the 50-50, where we'll get the computer to leave you only 2 out of your 4 options. You have a special Ask the Audience, where we'll be running a poll and see what sort of results we get, and a very special Call Val
Damn!
bonus. Would you like to use any of your bonuses right now?
No, I think I'm gonna keep them.
Okay.
Might
Are
be
you sure you're going for B, West Ham?
Yes, I'm looking at
Okay.
it.
Let's put it in. And that is the correct question. You have $1.
Come on, baby!
And I have to ask you, if you'd have had the chance to leave with your money, would you be leaving today with that $1, or do you continue fighting?
After strong consideration, I think I'm going to continue fighting.
Continue fighting? Okay, let's move on to question number 2, which will be for $1,000. It's a big jump. I know, it's a very big jump. But the questions are getting even and even harder. The difference in difficulty is even higher than the difference in the money you can get. Which of the following Manchester United attackers has won the Ballon d'Or? Would that be A, Wout Weghorst? Would that be B, Romelu Lukaku? C, Cristiano Ronaldo? Or D, Anthony?
That's a strong company right there for Cristiano Ronaldo to be in.
For sure. Some very, very talented, very good players.
Wout Weghorst is like, what, 6'6"? He must have won the Ballon d'Or at least once. But Anthony is also a very strong shout. Because, you know, he spins past the opponents.
You're telling me you're waffling. So, would you be A. Weghorst, B. Lukaku, C. Ronaldo, or D. Anthony? Or will you want to get one of the bonuses in play?
I will go with option C, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Option C. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yes.
We will find out whether he's right or wrong right after this commercial break. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're here playing with Sashko from Val and the Frog, and he is answering a question for $8,000 and he, just before the break, decided to go for, what was it, C, Cristiano Ronaldo?
Yes, that is true.
Let's see if that's the correct answer. And it is, and you have $8,000.
Thanks.
Very good.
Baller!
I would have gone that wrong, probably. Some very, very good players there. I don't know how they haven't all won it.
Yeah, probably, I don't know. It's rigged, right?
Maybe, probably. Someone stole them, I'm sure. But, let's move on to even bigger figures. It will be the question for $2,000. Which of these Harrys has the most goals in the Premier League? Would that be A. Harry Kane, B. Harry Maguire, C. Harry Redknapp, or D. Harry Houdini? I think that the way he's not taking it seriously and thinks light of it is gonna be his downfall at the end.
Are we talking this season or in total?
In total.
Total. It was Harry Kane, Harry Maguire, Harry Redknapp, and Harry Houdini, right?
It is. I assume, like, I know a few people who'll be throwing stuff at the TV at this point, considering you haven't answered yet.
I'm instantly thinking of the big G, Harry Maguire.
Are you sure you're gonna be going for B, Harry Maguire?
No, wait, let me think. I don't really know that much about Harry Redknapp. I think he was like he had this MasterChef show in England.
He was cooking.
Yeah, he was cooking for a lot of time. Harry Houdini, he was a great manager. I think he won the Premier League in 2004 to 2006, the three-peat.
All I think is you're waffling again. I'll have to push you for an answer.
Okay, I will go with answer A, Harry Kane.
It doesn't seem like a smart answer, but you said A. I will lock in A. Let's put A to the computer. And you somehow happen to be right. Yes! Like, I know it's a studio, it looks spacious and all, but my mom is in the next room, so keep it down a little bit. Okay, we're moving to double, even more than double the sum, and you'll be playing for $5,000 right now.
$5,000.
$5,000. Which of the following players is a real ex-player for OG Nice? Would that be Stefan Raheri Haranane, Stefan Raheri Harimanana, Stefan Rahori Namana? I would like to take this a bit more serious. Respect the show and the venue, please.
Excuse me.
Or option D, Mike Coxlong. And I do want to remind you that you have a few lifelines. You have the 50-50, you have the Koval, and Ask the Audience.
Yeah, probably gonna have to go with some of the lifelines. I don't really trust this Mike guy. So. And I don't think.
I mean, Mike Coxlong sounds incredibly believable. So, maybe.
Yeah, but that doesn't really sound French, does it? I think.
Do we know if the player's French?
But OG Nice is a French club, so. It's most likely to be a French person.
Could have been Miko Coxlong. I don't know.
I mean, I don't really trust you on the 50-50 because...
I don't do anything to do with the 50-50, it's the computer.
Yeah, okay.
I
don't trust the computer. I mean,
I have a button here.
Yeah, but 50-50. Chances are that 50-50 won't be good enough for me. So... I think Val was a fan of Leon, so he probably knows something about French football, so I'm gonna call him.
We're gonna ask Val, right?
I'm gonna ask Val.
Let's hope for your sake that he picks up. Hello, Val. It's Marcus. Yeah, it's going, mate. Okay, I can't draw. Okay, we'll sort that after. But we are currently playing Who Wants to Be a Millionaire with Sashko, and he is asking for your help. He's stuck on a question right here about an ex-OG Nice player, and he wants to ask whether or not you want to help him. Well, that's incredibly unfortunate, but I can't say that I'm not happy to hear that. Thank you very much for Val for helping me, maybe not him that much, and have an incredibly lovely evening. So, Val said he doesn't want to do anything with you.
No!
And so you just wasted your Ask Val or lifeline. So, what's gonna be Sashko? Are you gonna go for A, B, C, D, or you're gonna go for one of your other lifelines to help you in this matter?
No, but I didn't expect him to do me like this. You know what? I respect my audience, I love them, and I'm gonna trust them here.
You're gonna trust the audience?
Trust the audience. Let's do a live poll.
Okay, let's put the poll in and see what sort of results we get from the poll. You think the people around are gonna know enough about it?
I hope so.
I mean, we were hoping...
Okay, guys. If you do not know the answer, just put your votes on Mike Coxlong.
Okay, results are in, and they've said 18% of people have voted A, Stefan Raheriharanate. 29% have gone for B, Stefan Raheriharimana. 21% of people have gone for Stefan Rahorinamana. And, as you can maybe do math, or you may not be able to do math, the rest have gone for Mike Coxlong, which is also the biggest percentage out of all. Are you going to trust them, or are you not going to trust them?
It's difficult.
Okay, because I want to go as far as possible, I think I'm going to keep my last lifeline. So I'm going to trust you guys, I'm going to trust the audience, I'm going to trust their judgment and go for answer B.
You know that 50% of people are stupider than the average person, right?
Well, yeah, but...
You don't trust Mike Coxlong. Like, most of the people said Mike Coxlong.
Yeah, what I mean...
Is that gonna backfire? Or are you sure? Are you sticking with B?
Okay, great. You know what? Use the 50-50 also.
You're using the third lifeline as well?
Just go all in.
Okay. 3 lifelines on 1 question. First time in this show's history. I'm gonna press the magic button. Very interesting. You're left with 2 options. You're left with Stefan Raheriharimana My Potko. You're playing for big money right here. I don't know how you're laughing. It's not a laughing matter at all.
Don't worry, we'll make more money.
I've seen the amount of your subscribers. I don't think you're making any money.
I'll just go with option number B.
Option B?
Stefan Racha Seri Rochi Racha.
You mean Stefan Racheli Halimanana?
That's what I said.
And that is the correct option. So far, 4 questions answered. You're up to $5,000. How are you feeling?
I think I could have done better because I've already used all of my lifelines, but I still trust my judgment, still trust my brain to go further than everyone's ever done on this show. I'm gonna win the $1 million.
Now, we're moving on to question number 5 for $10,000. And said question is, why did NASA reject Neil Armstrong's proposal to take a football to the moon? Was it because they thought there would have been one there already? Was it because no one present had a football to give? Was this because they thought he would have lost it? Or because they thought it's a bit too un-American of him to do?
Honestly, I thought it was gonna be something about the air pressure in the football is gonna be too high and it's gonna explode or something like that. Okay, it's a bit strange because how I think the interaction would have gone is that Neil Armstrong would have went to like the big NASA boss and said, "Oh, But what sort of football are we talking about? Is it American football or football?
A football.
A normal football.
A football. It says a football.
Okay, so I'm gonna assume that this is the spherical ball.
It says a football. I follow the computers.
So we're not sure what type of football. Okay, but I think that logically, the answer that they didn't have a football is... I don't think it makes sense because you can always find a football. And I don't think that interaction happened during the flight to the moon or anything like this. I think it was on ground. Because even if they didn't have the football, he wouldn't have asked NASA from space. Then, so I think that I'm gonna rule that option out. What was that? Was option B, I think.
That was option B.
What was option A?
Option A is they thought that there would be one already there. What are the chances? What other chances do you think they have had to find one on the moon?
Even if there's already one, I don't think that somehow forbids for a second one to exist. For example, I think there are more than one American flags on the moon.
So they can have 2 footballs, they can play 2 different things at the same time.
Yeah, I think there are a lot of golf balls on the moon. So what is option C?
Option C is they thought he would have lost it.
Would have lost it. I mean, that's... I don't think it is pretty insulting to say to an astronaut, "Oh no, I think you'll just lose something," because there are people who bear incredible responsibility throughout their flight, throughout their preparation, throughout everything. So I think it's kind of rude.
I mean, okay, but let's what do you think the percentage of the possibility of losing a football is? Have you ever lost any footballs?
Yeah, last Saturday.
So maybe
Yeah,
it's
but
reasonable.
yes, but if my goal was to not lose that football and deliver it to a specific place, I would have not lost it.
Sure, maybe.
So I think that Armstrong would have done the same.
Well, so we haven't spoken about option D, which is they thought it was a bit too un-American for them to do.
Yeah, I think if we are talking about a spherical football, like the European football, not the soccer thing. The soccer thing, exactly. If you're talking about that sort of ball, I think that is a pretty reasonable guess. Because if it's the other ball, pretty much all three other answers sound sensible to the same degree, still below 50%. So I think I'm going to go with option D.
Option D?
Option D.
Okay. We'll find out whether Sashko is correct on his pursuit of $10,000 right after the ad break.
We're in the middle of bloody nowhere. I can't believe we found one of those. Well, that's most definitely an animal over 20 kilos.
Musical. Musical. Musical.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're back in the hot seat right here with Sashko in Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? And he's answering a question for $10,000. Incredibly real and not kayfabe at all. And said question was, why did NASA reject Neil Armstrong's proposal to bring English football to the moon? His options were A, they thought there was one already there, B, no one there had one to give, C, he would have lost it, and D, they thought it was a bit too un-American of him. Sashko here went for option D, the too un-American, and we're now going to see what the computer says and whether he was right. Let's roll the computer once more. And you do happen to be correct. And that's $10,000 in, I would say, in your bank account or anything like that, but you're not getting it. I mean, and now we move to the $20,000 question, which you definitely get these money if you win them. For sure. So, it's a bit of a tougher question because it's a bit of a more obscure player. One that maybe not that many people would have really heard of. Like, he's a smaller time footballer, you know. Maybe it's because of talent, maybe because it's, I don't know what it is. It's not my, it's just a computer, not my thing to judge. But we'll be talking about Cristiano Ronaldo.
Who?
Cristiano Ronaldo. So apparently, said gentleman has scored a goal in every single minute from 1 to 90 in a football game. But in which minute has he scored the most goals? Is it option A, the 23rd minute, option B, the 41st minute, option C, the 57th minute, or option D, the 69th minute?
What? Damn. I mean, those are some pretty strange answers. I honestly expected the answer to be somewhere in the late 70s, 80s, or even the 90th minute, because that's when players are most tired. So you would expect a player to capitalize on this by scoring some goals. So I think one of the answers was the 57th minute.
Well, the answers are A, the 23rd minute, B, the 41st minute, C, the 57th minute, or D, the 69th minute.
Yeah.
And apparently, the only thing stuck in the late 70s is my hair, which is glamorous, I would like to say. If you compliment my hair, something good might happen. No? Okay, you dismiss this option.
I honestly don't think it is the 23rd minute. It's too early in the game. Maybe, I don't know, maybe he's going to UCL final in 2017 was around then, but I don't think he scored that many goals there. The 41st is the only minute which is at the end of a half, which means that
the last half, the last minute for the first half is the 45th.
Yeah.
45s.
Yeah, but it's still pretty late. But so I'm gonna rule out 23rd and 57th, so I'm stuck between 69th and 41st.
69th number is a pretty interesting number. Do you know anything about the number 69?
I think the interesting thing about 69 was that Elon Musk is born exactly 69 days after the 20th of April. That is a fact about
Cool.
69.
Okay. I don't know how that helped anyone, but well, if only you had some of your lifelines, right?
yeah.
Or maybe better friends to call. The producers are pushing me again. They're saying that we are overstanding it a bit. We have another show to run after.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna hurt. It's 41st or 69th. But honestly, I think in the second half there are more goals scored than in the first half. And Ronaldo always gets like a hat trick or something, and players complete their hat tricks during the second half. And also because it's 69, it will probably be an interesting fact, and that's why it's included in the questions. So I'm gonna go with the 69 answer. I think that was option D.
Option A is 23rd, option B is 41st, option C is... Oh, just give me a second. I'm getting a call. Okay, I have to pick it up.
Okay.
Hi Val. Yeah. I'm trying to get rid of them as quick as possible. You can bring them to a round after. It's fine. Yeah, I got the kilo. Yeah, sure. I don't know. He's gotten to like which minute Ronaldo scored the most goals or something like that. Yeah, he's gonna go for like I honestly, I'm not listening to him half the time. I think he's going for something in the second half. Yeah, I know he's an idiot. Yeah. Of course, sure. I mean, I'm gonna tell him that. Sure. Okay. See you later. Okay. Bye. Sorry about that. It was an important business call.
Oh, alright, answer.
So, yeah, he said you're stupid, and you need to go very, very much earlier.
But do I trust him?
I don't know. Do you trust him? I'm seeing some random things here, because 23 and 69 seem to be multiplicable into one another, which is an interesting fact about 69. 3 answers later after 23. 23 times 3 and you get to 69. That's interesting.
I don't know why would he go just at random like that?
Well, it was an important business call, he said. We have things to do. We have money to make.
No! Fuck him. I'm sticking with my answer. 69.
Okay, 69. You're sure? Your final answer is option D, 69.
Logging that in.
On the question for $20,000, you want to go for 69th minute.
Yes.
Let's check the computer, ladies and gentlemen, and see whether he's an idiot or yes. And commiserations. Let me shake your hand one last time for the show. It was indeed option A, 23rd minute. And why would it be 6? Okay, you know what? It's okay, he tried. Okay, I have about 10 minutes. I'll just ask you these, just to see what you would have gone for.
Okay.
So, one of the following teams has an 100% win record against Barcelona. Which one is it? Is it Eibar? Is it Sporting CP? Is it Steaua Bucharest? Or is it Dundee United?
Dundee United.
It is Dundee United with 4 out of 4 games, 1 out of them. Well, if only you would have gotten to here, that would have been $50,000 in your bag. For the $100 question, $100,000 question is what I mean, you would have been asked, Which of these players has Didier Drogba never played for? Montreal Impact, Phoenix Rising, Shanghai Shenhua, or Fenerbahce?
Fenerbahce?
It was Fenerbahce because he did play for Galatasaray. If only again you weren't stupid. For the penultimate question, you would have been asked which of the following players has the most or the highest amount of senior appearances for Bayern Munich. Would that be Serge Gnabry, Leroy Sané, Leon Goretzka, or Benjamin Pavard?
I'm going to go with Goretzka.
Goretzka actually is the second most in this list with 179, while Gnabry has 218 games.
Damn.
Sané has 133, which is the least, and Pavard has 162. So you would have fallen short anyway. And then the maybe most important, at this point not really, $1 million question would have been which of the following players is the best overall footballer? Would that be option A, Lionel Messi, option B, Cristiano Ronaldo, the guy from earlier. Apparently he scored a lot of goals, but I still, okay, that guy, yeah. Option C, Sashko, or option D, Val.
Damn.
A very tough.
If only I would have gotten this question, it's option C, right?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
No, it's answer D.
What?
It's
Nah, bro. Come on. You have to agree that the questions are false. It's scripted. I mean,
Can you
Google it. Guys, Google it.
My mom's there. Let's be more respectful, Vinny, please.
I know your mom very well. Don't worry about that. Google it, please.
Well, the only thing that Google is telling me right now is you're stupid and you're living with no money from this show. Thank you guys very much for watching at this point, I don't know which episode of Who Wants to Be a Football Millionaire. Today, our very dumb contestant didn't get anywhere with these questions, and even after given so many lifelines and chance to answer the rest of the questions, he got even more wrong. So he, I guess, wasn't fit to complete this challenge. If you know anyone fit to complete this challenge, drop them down in the comments and we might be able to organize them coming on for the next episode. So yeah, thank you again very much for watching this episode, and please stick with more content from Val and the Frog channel right here on YouTube.